Mama's in the living room watching Judge Judy. I'm in the kitchen eating leftover sushi, and she yells, "Oh, girl, you gotta hear this one." A man was arrested for running the theme park, and when they said, "Where's your license?" he said, "My dog ate it." Oh, you can't make this shit up. Sometimes I wonder if life's just one big cosmic joke. It's like she's on a Reddit, reading r/funny lawsuits, yelling from the couch. As she sips on a Prosecco, makes fun of all the weirdos, and then I hear her shout. It's like she's on a Reddit, reading r/funny lawsuits, yelling from the couch. As she sips on her Prosecco, makes fun of all the weirdos, and then I hear her shout, "Girl, you gotta hear this one." Mama loves to laugh at how absurd life is, says it's all a comedy and I'm her audience. And I love the way she makes fun of the world. She said, "You'll never guess what's with their girlfriend. It was a man who didn't get us out of the bed. He said, I've been through hell and now I need some help. You just can't make this shit up. You just can't make this shit up." Sometimes I wonder if life's just one big cosmic joke. It's like she's on a Reddit, reading r/funny lawsuits, yelling from the couch. As she sips on a Prosecco, makes fun of all the weirdos, and then I hear her shout. It's like she's on a Reddit, reading r/funny lawsuits, yelling from the couch. As she sips on a Prosecco, makes fun of all the weirdos, and then I hear her shout, "Girl, you gotta hear this one."
Hey, today we're taking a quick look at Sherrone Moore's evidence hearing from last Friday. It's quick, it's straight to the point, but something interesting is going to happen that I should have seen coming but didn't. Hope everybody is doing well today. It's a Monday. I went to the gym and I haven't stopped sweating. It's like 85 degrees outside. I am not ready for summer heat quite yet. Yeah, I know. It's because today we have Sherrone Moore's hearing. It's quick. We're going to get straight to it. This is probably 30, 45 minutes stream tops. Tomorrow we have Kassep's hearing, which is going to be an interesting discussion. Nikita Kassep is it's his sentencing hearing for the unaliving of both his parents, according to documents, in an effort to get them out of the way. So he had the autonomy to work with foreign people and assassinate our president. So with that being said, Unhung Hero, thank you so much for the 10 gifted Squid Pro Quo memberships. And thank you for ensuring that I didn't work for free today. This one's super quick. We're going to go over it. And then there's this. I wonder what, Hugh Halfcock is up to. Yep. I should have put it up. And I'm going to get this started. The little has to go. Angel, you got to go? Okay, let's go. 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 I'll be right back. Mama duty.
Court does call the case of Peter State of Michigan versus Sherrone Moore.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Katie Liz for the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ellen Michaels on behalf of Sherrone Moore, who's present in court. Please state your name.
Sherrone Moore, thank you.
Christine Paycheck on behalf of Sherrone Moore.
All right, thank you. All right. So date and time set for Frank's here. Thanks. And even before you go on, I just want to express the court's appreciation for the hard work of counsel. Going through, I know it may have been delayed for the people that were waiting to see something, but your efforts were greatly appreciated.
Your Honor, thank you, and I appreciate the opportunity to address the court. First, allow me to apologize to the court and counsel. I was needed unexpectedly elsewhere in another county on a special prosecutor case this morning that went perhaps a little bit longer than expected, and then as life unfolds, I was rear-ended in a gas station parking lot Everybody is fine, but I really appreciate everyone's patience, and it was not intentional. Thank you. Judge, I appreciate the opportunity to address the court about what has transpired and where we have arrived. This case, as is true with many cases, Your Honor, is alive and sort of moving and breathing. Investigation has been ongoing. An exchange of information has also been ongoing. As a result of all of that, where we have arrived, based on what we now know, is that we feel the most appropriate charges to address the defendant's behavior on December 10th of 2025 are two additional counts, counts 4 and 5. We would be seeking to add a count of what we call malicious use of a telecommunications device in the context of a domestic relationship, and then an additional count of trespass. Those are, as Your Honor is aware, misdemeanor matters. Your Honor, we have arrived at that as indicated based on a thorough review of the additional evolved evidence and investigation, as well as after consultation with, pursuant to our allegation of the Crime Victim Rights Act, consultation with the victim, largely through her representatives in this matter. Your Honor, one comment I would like to make specifically about the additional count of malicious use of a telecommunications device in the context of a domestic relationship. As this court is aware, but I would like to be clear for the record because of, I know, docket and calendaring purposes. Your Honor, we did not at the time of issuing initial charges in this matter, nor do we believe now, after additional evidence has been presented to us, do not believe that there is sufficient evidence to prove a count of domestic violence in this matter, not historically and not what happened on December 10th. So we are obligated, as this court is well aware, legally and ethically and morally to not charge that which we do not think we can prove. What we do believe the evidence supports is criminal misbehavior in the context of an intimate partner relationship, and that is why that tag on is on the malicious use charge. Your Honor, it is my understanding that pursuant to adding those counts, that there will be a plea as a result of that, but I leave that to counsel.
Do you want to say something?
Yes, thank you so much. I'd like the record to be clear that the negotiated disposition involves a dismissal of the 3 charges that had been charged. That was not mentioned in the recitation by the prosecutor's office.
That is absolutely correct. The end result of where we land by adding on the counts is that my best understanding is that the defendant will enter a plea to those additional counts, and in exchange for that, we will absolutely dismiss the originally charged 3 counts. Thank you.
And that would be an entering of a no contest plea to count 4 and count 5 with the dismissal of count 1, 2, and 3. Thank you.
The court does have before it a paper form that indicates that the defendant will be pleading no contest to the charge of malicious use of a telecommunications device, domestic relationship tag. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 6 months incarceration. He will also be pleading no contest to the charge of trespass, which is a 30-day misdemeanor. Upon a successful no contest plea to those charges, counts 1, 2, and 3 will be dismissed. That is the court's full understanding of the agreement. There is, however, one other thing that should be mentioned, and that is with reference to sentencing. The court is going to be given full authority, if the court deems it necessary after a review, to sentence under a deferred program. That is the court's understanding.
That is also correct, Your Honor.
That's correct.
Very good. Mr. Moore, counsel, you could approach the podium, please.
Ooh, that was messy.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
State your name, please.
Sherrone Moore.
Mr. Moore, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading no contest to 2 misdemeanor charges. The first charge is
So, no contest. Like, do we all know what a no contest plea is? Are we all aware? So, for those of you who might be in chat who have absolutely no idea what a no contest plea is, a no contest plea is basically not admitting guilt, but still being sentenced like you're guilty. But it will save him in civil liability because he did not plead guilty. So, I mean, does anybody like this or not like this? I don't know. And Heidel, thank you for posting all my links. I do have a tell of truth. I'll get to it after. And I still have to tell you all the story from last night.
is the added count 4 of malicious use of a telecommunications device involving a domestic relationship. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 6 months incarceration and a $1,000 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
And also the added count 5 of trespass, that is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 30 days in jail and or a fine not to exceed $250. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
You understand where the no contest plea is?
Yes, sir.
All right, 2 things about the no contest plea I have to make sure that you understand. First thing is that, first of all,
I love Judge Simpson. I don't mean to interrupt him here, but I'm glad that he's explaining exactly what a no contest plea is, because you just got to make sure the defendant understands exactly what he is doing. That there's no, well, you didn't tell me what it was. Yeah, he just wanted this done. And I understand that. However, do we think, because both of those were punishable by jail time, do we think he will do jail time? I think this entire case is bullshit based on the testimony of a scorned woman. Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes, you think he'll do jail time? Next question. How much?
all means that you're not further desirous of wanting to contest these 2 charges. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Second thing you need to understand is that for purposes of sentencing, the court is going to treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Basis for the no contest plea, counsel.
The basis for the no contest plea is civil liability.
Potential civil liability. All right.
Yes, civil litigation.
Okay.
Civil lit-
More to the charge of malicious use of telecommunications advice. How do you plead?
No contest.
To the charge of trespass. How do you plead?
No contest.
Now you understand that by pleading no contest, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
I don't think he has executed any vice rights or anything. I think he did actually.
I don't see, if this went to trial, I don't see him getting good press coverage. And ultimately, I think he'll coach again. I don't think he'll coach in Division I, but I do think that he will coach somewhere in college football. I don't necessarily know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. However, good coaches are hard to come by. And you didn't know what legal, Your Honor, I'm changing my mind. I'd like to get time to get another lawyer. His lawyer was kind of awesome. I think she did a really good job for what she had. Maybe coordinator. Yeah, I think he'll work in football. I mean, he's good at his job. Kind of bad at the personal life stuff. But as far as football, it's not bad. No, and it's cringy to say that because I hate Michigan, but you know. And hey, French, how are you?
I believe he did a
Arraignment. Do you recall that, sir?
Not off the top of my head, sir. Not off the top of my head.
I have one that I printed up just so we can continue. I did go over the advice of rights form with my client yesterday. So him signing it now is acknowledging that he did review it yesterday.
All right. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Did you have any questions regarding any of the rights that are contained in it?
No, sir.
You understand that by pleading no contest, you're waiving and giving up the rights that are contained in it.
Yes, sir.
Particularly the rights that are contained under paragraph 5. You'll see a copy on the podium for Treasurer Charles. You understand that you're giving up that?
Yes, sir.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal?
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you cleared?
No, sir.
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you in any way?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes, sir.
and of your own free will.
Yes, sir.
The court has been provided and has reviewed thoroughly Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety report for their case number 25-25629. Counsel, any objection to the court having reviewed that report?
No objection. No objection.
Based upon a review of that report, the court does find that there's a sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant's guilt of these 2 offenses. Sir, I do have to advise you, between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit any misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, you would first of all not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And also, the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Is counsel aware of any promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
There are none, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And has the court complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant?
Court has.
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will accept the defendant's no contest pleas to counts 4 and 5. Counts 1, 2, and 3 are hereby ordered dismissed. So pre-sentence.
And those were the felonies. Just so we're all clear. Counts 1, 2, and I believe 3 as well were all felonies. So pleading no contest to 2 misdemeanors, possibly doing a little jail time. I don't think he'll do jail time. I don't think he will. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Anything's possible. But this is Judge Simpson, and Judge Simpson seems to be a pretty level-headed guy when it comes to people just owning up to shit. But not having felonies on your record matters more than pleading no contest to 2 misdemeanors. So as much as I would have liked to see the full evidentiary hearing and see what all the state didn't do right, I think this is the right way to go. Personal opinion, feel free to disagree with me in the comments. But I think this is the right way to go. And I do think, prediction, he will work in football again, not next year, or next season, but the season afterwards.
Investigation and report is ordered. Sentencing in this matter will April 13th work for parties? I have April 13th or April 20th at 11 a.m.
April 13th works for the defense.
Much better for the people.
Well, hold on one second.
The good old everybody pulls out their calendar. Judge Simpson is like amazing. Except for that University of Maryland thing, but we'll forgive him for that. Nobody can be
April
perfect.
8th, 11th.
I'm not available. I'll be in trial in Oakland County.
The sentencing will go smooth. No.
22nd, it would be in the afternoon.
April 22nd in the afternoon.
That's good for the defense.
Will that work for the people?
Judge, I personally will likely be unavailable in a trial, but it sounds like my office could make certain that it's covered. If that's the
We've been here from the beginning. We might as well try to make it work for you too. Give me a special.
Tuesday, April 14th
Well,
in the afternoon.
April 14th in the afternoon work.
That should work.
I'm checking.
I swear this has to be the most tedious and annoying part of any court case is when you're watching it. Trying to get 3 parties on the same page as far as when their schedules work out. It's like me and my 2 best friends all comparing schedules. I have an open date next 2 Fridays from now from 5 to 7 p.m. Does that work for you? This reminds me of my life right here.
April 14th works for the defense.
April 14th, 2026 at
2 p.m.
2 p.m. Before me. Anything else?
Nothing for the people.
Yes, as to bond, we are asking that the bond condition of a GPS tether be removed as a condition of bond for the following reasons. The tether was placed when it was the understanding that the charges my client was facing was a felony and a stalking charge. Now that those charges are dismissed and the narrative of my client being having a history of violence and stalking has now been proven to be false. It's our position that a The tether is no longer necessary. There is still in effect a no contact order by my client to the complainant or by any third party to the complainant. He will absolutely abide by that no contact provision, and he has no intent to, by himself or anybody else, to contact the complainant.
I feel like she was giving him massive side eye when she was saying that. No contact. Don't look at her. No contact by any third party. She was preaching to him with some bombastic side eye through those glasses.
Any response?
Your Honor, I would say that I am comfortable leaving the matter of the tether in the sound discretion of the court. I will reiterate that our victim's most fervent desire is that the no contact, either direct or through third party order, remain in effect, and that is her highest priority, therefore ours.
All right. What I'm going to do, and that provision regarding the no contact either by the defendant or a third party does remain in effect. I'm going to, at this time, however, deny the request for the removal of the GPS tether until such time as the defendant has been interviewed by probation, and then I will make a decision on that based on a recommendation from probation. All right.
Thank you for that consideration.
Thank you. Anything additional?
No, Your Honor.
Nothing from the people. Thank you.
Fantastic. Again, thank you both for your hard work on this and for getting it done. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Court stands adjourned.
All rise.
I really wish that he wouldn't have done that and done what he did at all. I would wish he wouldn't have had an affair. I just wish that none of this would have happened, because I don't think he's a bad person. And he's one hell of a fucking football coach. Maybe cheated a time or two. Just my opinion on Michigan. Don't hate me. Don't come after me. You think Simpson is wrong? Yeah, I don't necessarily know if I agree with that decision, but a judge is in a tight position of, if he gets it wrong and something happens, that's on the judge's conscience. So it's one of those weird situations where just because I don't agree with the judge's decision doesn't mean I don't understand why he made it. Yeah. Didn't he take a plea deal? Yep, just now. Well, this was Friday. He pled guilty, or about no contest. Excuse me. He pled no contest to the use of a telecommunications device, whatever that charge was, and the other misdemeanor. My brain is fried right now because we just, mama duties always seem to happen right around the time when I hit go live. And this one was messy. Just saying. Hey, Gabby, how are you? Popping in to say hi. I love Judge Simpson. I know this was part of my, let me finish this comment before I get to yours. He pled no contest to counts 4 and 5, which dropped counts 1, 2, and 3, which were the felonies. At least counts 1 and 2 were the felonies. I'm not sure if 3 was, but I believe if I had to bet on it, I would say that 3 was a felony as well. But no felonies now. So he might do some jail time. His sentencing is in April. We shall see. This right here, I had been following this case because I follow college football almost religiously, almost to a problem. However, when I saw that Judge Simpson was his judge, it was like my favorite judge in the world and my favorite sport in the world colliding. And I'm like, this is great. An awesome judge and someone who I feel is not a bad person, but just had a mental breakdown and made some really bad decisions. Remember, just because you make bad decisions doesn't automatically make you a bad person. Yeah, he's damned if he do and damned if he doesn't. I hope he doesn't do jail time. I'm hoping he doesn't. I don't think he will because, like, it's been proven that he didn't have a history of violence. I mean, he had a stable job until all of this went down. It's a hard thing to figure out. And I told y'all this would be a super quick one. You want my phone?
Yeah.
You want to call Grandpa?
Yeah.
He tried to call you. You want to FaceTime him? Oh, okay. Yeah, and unfortunately, some people make really bad decisions at the really, really bad time. You know, and heck, Michigan got bad people as well from Michigan. I know. Yeah, bet Michigan enforces the no contact order. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that situation, but when I got wind that someone, I see. I'm busy. I know. Everybody say hi to Papa Squid. Yeah.
No.
Okay. I gotta go. Then she's not gonna talk to you.
No.
She's gonna run away. I'll talk to you later. Bye. She FaceTimes Grandpa, hands me the phone, and runs away. I don't know. Life is crazy like that. This I'm not really gonna get into super deep, but I got wind. I don't know how much of this is true, but I got wind that someone doesn't understand. How do I put this where I'm not gonna like make them sound as stupid as I think they are? Someone thinks that in order for Jeremy to get the protection order in Ohio, that Lynette stalked him up to Ohio, and they were like, Lynette didn't stalk him up to Ohio, so why is he getting it up there? It's because that's where he's a fucking resident. I mean, and they're supposed to enforce it across state lines. You know, like I didn't think that that had to be explained, but apparently I thought that was just kind of common knowledge these days. But you know, hey Squab Up, how are you? All right, I told you guys this one was going to be super quick. That was a 15-minute hearing. I'm not streaming tomorrow, or I am streaming tomorrow. Today's Monday. This is how my day is gone. I was up from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. this morning. And I will tell you why. I was sleeping like a damn baby. Best sleep ever. I probably was drooling. I was sleeping so well. And all of a sudden we hear this loud crash and bang. And I fell asleep in the little's bed. I sleep in her room better than I sleep in my own. With that being said, I go into our room and I look and everything. Can't figure out what it is. Mr. Squid's shampoo bottles. He has a suction cup, like shampoo and conditioner and body wash, whatever holder. That fell. So 2 1-liter bottles of shampoo and conditioner, and his soap all fell onto the floor at 1:30 in the morning. Well, with what a time for suction cups to give way at 1:30 in the morning. He went back to sleep. The little never woke up. And here I am, wide awake until 5 a.m. So I got a bunch of work done. Surprisingly, I didn't let this insomnia go to waste. I got work done. I set up 2 streams. I uploaded some shorts. I worked on some thumbnails and some research for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Cassap's, Nikita Cassap, the Waukesha, Wisconsin teenager who pled guilty to unaliving his mother and his stepfather in an effort to get them out of his way so he had the autonomy to unalive the president. Working with foreign agents, and that's where the Order of Nine Angels and 764 and all those human trafficking cults come into play. His sentencing is tomorrow. Now that his state charges are out of the way, I am very interested, and I'm going to check Pacer again tonight to see if there will be any federal charges. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Thursday is Iran, the morality police, what they are, how they started, what they do, and the punishments that they are allowed to enforce. I fell down that rabbit hole of the makeup and the beauty products because unfortunately I don't have any makeup on today, but you know. And then Friday is going to be most likely an Ethan Pritchard, the Florida State football player who was unfortunately shot in the back of the head, however, lived to tell the tale. We are going to cover updates in his civil litigation against the apartment complex, as well as the 3 defendants who are being charged with attempted unaliving of him. That is the docket for this week. I am working on scripting and recording a 5 to 10 minute video talking about what we talked about last night on the other channel. So if you haven't checked out my other channel, check that out. Oh, it's been a crazy day already. I have to get going. I have a lot to do before I have to go to work tonight. But thanks for hanging out with me for this super quick stream. And let's see. I have tomorrow set up for 2:30 as well, just to see if that time works better for me and everybody else. I am going to see where I can send you guys because we don't want to go. I don't want to leave y'all, you know. Two Awesome Dogs is live. So let's check out what Two Awesome Dogs is doing. All right, y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Yep, landing the plane and yeeting.